Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe button so for more videos. Especially if you enjoy these videos, this is something that I really had fun doing, and it's a little eye-opening. So we are going to be in the previous video. We went through my smaller in size eyeshadow palettes. Today we are going to be going through the bigger ones. So this is part 2 to that video. This has actually been fun. If you would like me to do videos like this with my other kind of products, like my face products and stuff like that, I would love to do that. Just leave a comment down below saying, hey, this is what I think you should do. I'm open for it. So we are going to be breaking into my bigger size palettes. They are in this little drawer right here. As you can tell, it is overflowing. That's a problem. But honestly, I don't foresee me decluttering a whole lot out of this basket, just because I do use a lot of these on a pretty regular basis. My little ones, I did declutter a few of them, but I'm excited. So let's see what we find in here. The first one is one that I know I'm not going to be decluttering because it is a collector's item in my opinion, and one that I do want to hold on to, and one that I use. So that is going to be the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette. I love the color scheme of this palette. I love this whole top. I'm just going to put it down. I love this whole top row right here. I do love the colors, the pinks. That silver shade right there is gorgeous. It's beautiful, beautiful. So I am not going to be decluttering this one because I do use it. So we're going to keep it. This drawer is going to be a lot of Jeffree Star because a lot of the palettes are bigger. So just know that up front. Next is the one of his newest palettes. I think it is the newest until the other one that is supposed to be launching soon comes out. So stay tuned for that because I'm hoping to get that one. This is the Cremated palette. I love this palette. This is not going anywhere. I use this one a ton. These gray shades, the browns, just absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette, so this one will be staying. It is a pretty staple in my collection. Let me fix that because that actually is going to fall. Yeah, we're not going to do that. All right, next is going to be the Jeffree Star. This is a newer addition to my collection. Is the Blood Sugar palette. Here is what it looks like, a lot of reds and purples and a few gold and brown. I love this palette. I did a look with this palette the other day off a tutorial that I saw on the Ashley Haw Instagram page where she does tutorials. She had one with this that I thought was really, really pretty, so I did use it, and I really liked the look, so I really like this palette. So I'm going to be keeping this one to do more looks with. Let's work it up a little bit, shall we? Next is going to be the Profusion Love Struck palette. I bought this palette a couple weeks ago, and I honestly have not touched it yet, just because I've been playing with the favorites that I already know and love over this one. And so I don't want to declutter it yet because I want to try. I want to play with this one just a little bit more before I say, I'm not going to use it and I'm going to declutter it. So I'm going to hold on to this one, but I'm going to try this one. So we're going to leave that one. Next is the Profusion, again, the Mirage palette. Now these do look very similar. This one just has some more vibrant shades compared to this one. This one has a whole more side of neutrals. I love this palette. I use this palette because I love these neutral shades like this brown and stuff like that. So I do love this one, and I'm going to be holding on to this one because I do use it. So there's that one. Next we have got these two, which are not going anywhere. We do have the Jaclyn. I just hit myself in the nose. Hit myself in the nose. Sorry. This is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette. Here is the inside, the neutrals and some pops of blue and purple and some pinks. I'm going to be holding on to this one. Again, I've seen some new looks that I really want to try with this one. So you will probably see this one more on film here soon because there's some looks I want to do with this one. And then second is the Volume 2, which I love, honestly, more than the Volume 1, just because y'all know I am a huge fan of color. And the colors in this one are absolutely gorgeous. These neutrals up here, of course, are pretty, but then these pinks and reds and purples are amazing. So I'm going to be holding on to that one because I do use it and love it. Next is going to be this big one right here is Morphe. This is the 39S Such a Gem palette. This is the inside of it. This one has a huge divot right there. I let my daughter put some makeup on me, and we accidentally scratched it, which is okay. It's just makeup. But there we go. We can get a nice view of everything. I am going to keep this one because there is, again, some looks that I want to do with it. Some tutorials I want to follow to kind of test it out and play with it some more. I got this one on a sale at Morphe, so I didn't pay full price for it, but I really like it. It's just huge. So we are going to be keeping this one. I told y'all we weren't going to be decluttering much out of the store. I pre-warned y'all. I did. So here is the Morphe Jeffree Star Artistry Palette. As you can tell, I have used this one a good bit, especially with the shade right here, the designer label. I love the shade designer label. When I'm going for a really simple 5-minute face, I put it all over the lid, maybe pop on a bright lip like a red or something like that, or even a neutral lip, and we're ready to hit the road. So this palette is actually on sale at Ulta. It's, I want to say half off. I think it's like 17 bucks. So I think it's worth the money. I like this palette. It's got, again, I'm gonna show, it's got some really, really pretty pinks and some neutral shades up here, and then some more purples and pinks and stuff. You got some gray and stuff down here, and then these greens, which I don't play with green much. I'm thinking about doing a video of makeup outside my comfort level, and I thought about using those greens. See if that happens. But let's go on. So, okay, so I'm actually gonna be decluttering this one. This is a MAC palette that I have. It's called In the Flesh, and it is just a bunch of neutral tones. Very, very pretty, but I don't reach for it. I have neutral tones. I have in my tiny palettes, I have in my bigger palettes, I have neutral tones. I don't use it. So I am gonna be decluttering this one. And then this one I'm gonna hold on to for sentimental value. I need to create a sentimental value drawer, and I promise this is the last thing I'm keeping for sentimental value, because I said that about like 6 other palettes in the previous video. Go watch. But this is the MAC. I got to create this palette on our honeymoon. This was my first true blue, my first makeup palette, and I got to design it there with my husband. So he helped me pick out the colors, and it was our honeymoon. So this palette holds some really special memories for me. So I am gonna hold on to it. I got to, you see, of course, I'm doing a nice orange shade for some odd reason. But it's got some pinks and purples and stuff. My addiction to pink started early. And then 2 blushes that I picked. And so this palette is just super special to me because I got to pick it out fully and truly with my husband on our honeymoon, and I can't get rid of that. I just can't. So we're gonna keep that one. We're gonna keep it special and safe. Next is my Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I love this palette. I'm sure you could guess why, because it is a million things of color. I played with it the other day, and I used this yellow and this orange and this yellow shimmer right here, and loved the way it turned out. I've never really played with yellows and oranges, even though I'm wearing that today. But so definitely keeping this one because it is a newer add to my collection, and I use it on a weekly basis. We're gonna keep that one. We only have 2 more. Wow, I thought this would be a longer video, but then I have the James Charles Mini. This is the Mini. Here is the inside of it. I love this palette, and I haven't been reaching for it as much as I should because other things have kind of fallen on top of it. So I actually am going to move this one to the top when I put things back in, because I'm going to be using this one more, because there's no reason I shouldn't use it more. I got it as a gift for Christmas, and I love it. I love it. I love it. The colors are wonderful. There's no reason why I shouldn't use it. So I'm going to put this one on top so I see it and use it more often. And then last but not least is the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy palette. I got this from a super good friend of mine. She was not using it and asked that I wanted it, and I said yes because I would use it. So here is the inside of it. Beautiful pastel colors and like some really light colors. Again, one that I need to put on top so I can play with some more before I decide to declutter it, if that's what I'm gonna do, because I really like this one. I really like the colors. So I am gonna keep it so that I can play with it some more. And that is it. That is all my bigger palettes. I'm gonna put these back in here in a minute. Did declutter 1 palette, so I think in total I decluttered like 13 or 14 palettes, including the ones from my little drawer. So that's good. That's good for me. You might see me do this again here soon to get rid of even more if I don't start using some of these palettes, because if I don't use them, surely to goodness somebody could use them so they don't sit and collect dust and go bad, because there's no use for that. If, you know, if you're gonna spend the money, you should use them. These are some wonderful, wonderful palettes. So I'm definitely gonna start digging deeper and shopping my collection, as other YouTubers that I watch say they shop their collection. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here more, so I can use some of these palettes. So you'll see videos like that coming soon where I use a whole face of nothing new. So that is my collection. I keep holding this one. That is my collection. I thank you guys for watching. Super appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, if there's any makeup products you want me to try, or any kind of style or anything you want me to try, just send me a message. Comment down below, send me a personal message, whatever. I am game to try just about anything. So hope you have a great night. Again, ignore my hair. I'm fixing to go get it done here in about an hour or so, and I'm super excited and need something done to it. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you're new, welcome to my channel. Super excited to have you here. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a great night.